Hi, I'm Lucy Segal for Flavors of New Jersey in Orange, New Jersey, right by the train station and the Four City Brewing Company. Cannot wait to check out the beer that they have brewing for us today. Come with me. Hey Anthony, I'm Lucy.
Hey.
It's so nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Welcome to Four City.
So excited to be here. Where'd you get the name from?
Four City Brewing, it represents the oranges. Orange, East Orange, West Orange, and South Orange. We're in the original orange called plain orange, and all the oranges used to be part of Orange proper back in the day, but then they split off. So this is actually the only city out of all of them that has a brewery history. We had Orange Brewing Company, and then Rheingold, which was a big facility about a quarter mile from here. And they closed down in 1981. About 40 years later, Four City is born.
This is an enormous space. I'd love a tour.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. So we have a 4,700 square foot whole facility, tap room. We do events, we do trivia, we do reggae band first Saturday of the month, open turntables, people bring their own vinyl.
Wow.
Awesome craft beer. We have everything from Pilsners, lagers, Belgians, IPAs of course, sours.
Wow.
And we've been here almost 4 years.
I see something very interesting going on over here behind Alan, my producer, shooting. Yeah. There are these giant, what do you call these
are
bins?
Fermenters.
Fermenters. Yeah. Is there a name for them? They're just called fermenters.
These are fermenters. They're basically uni tanks, so they're dual purpose. You can carbonate in them and condition in them. We don't have to put everything through another vessel and carbonate.
Yeah.
So we have 5 fermenters and we have 1 bright tank.
Okay.
And so we have a 7-barrel brew house, meaning we do 217-gallon batches.
Wow.
And then we have 2 15-barrel fermenters, which we do double batches for our big flagships.
That is so cool. I didn't even know this is how you make beer. So all the ingredients go into each of these barrels.
Correct.
And then how long does it take to make a batch?
It takes anywhere from 2 weeks, pushing up about almost 3 weeks for ales.
You're kidding.
But lagers take about a month to 6 weeks, depending.
Oh, yeah. That is so cool.
The lager is more like a cold fermented beer, slow and low. And the ales were faster, a little bit higher temperature.
Mm-hmm. And how many different types do you make? Because it looks like you could do like 8 at a time, but probably there's only 3 or 4 you do at a time. Yeah, well, we could do 5, and then we could put another batch into the bright tank, so it'd be 6 beers going at the same time. 5 in active fermentation and 1 kind of in a holding vessel where we can carbonate. Very cool.
So
and
up to 6, yeah.
And what's up with the barrels? Does beer actually go in there, or no? That's just old time?
Yeah, we have 2 barrels up front. Actually.
Yeah, I saw them. Is that where beer really goes in there?
Beer goes in there. We do big stouts, and we put it in. We work with New York Distilling Company. They give us these rye barrels. Mm-hmm. So this one is extra exciting. This is the 3rd one we've done. Rye whiskey barrels, New York Distilling Company. We're putting a big stout in there. And then we put it back into fermenter where we carbonate, and we're going to take those same barrels that had the stout in it and send it back to the distillery, and they're going to distill another whiskey into it.
That is so cool.
So if we're talking beer, we got to talk to the head brewer, the brewmaster. That's Walker.
How you doing? Walker Berry here.
Hey, Walker.
How you doing?
I cannot wait to hear what it takes to make beer. Please share.
It's a lot of science, a little bit of love, and some magic, really. But it starts right here with our grain. So let's go back towards where we keep all our grain. This is sort of our storage facility.
And what type of grains are these?
So we have a lot of different kinds. This is our base grade here. And then of course here, as you can see, you have chocolate wheat, mid-Atlantic wheat, roasted barley, all for different, those are all specialty grains that we'll use to make different types of beers, like for example a stout or a lager or just a regular ale.
And are these specific to beer, or could you use this actually for something else?
You could use this for baking as well, I think.
Okay.
We actually get we used to get it from Oliveri right down the street, especially during COVID, which was nice.
Yeah.
That was really
cool.
great.
Yeah. I bake challah, that's why I was asking. I'm like, can I use this for challah baking too?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a guy that comes in and uses our spent grain after it's done being used to make bread.
Very
actually,
cool.
with
Very
sourdough.
Cool. So what else besides this goes into the process?
So after this, we're going to grind it up, put it into this vessel here, which is called our grist case, and then we're going to mix it with water. And water is we want to get it to a specific temperature,
and
depending on
consistency as well. Is it like a paste almost?
It's almost kind of like oatmeal.
Okay.
You could kind of eat it if you were
inclined.
Hungry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And anyway, so you heat it up, and what you're doing is you're converting the starches that the grain has into sugars, and the sugar is what we're going to create alcohol out of. After that, we're going to boil it over here.
Okay.
This is what we call our mash kettle. This is where we heat the we mash in, which is with hot water. And then we're going to transfer it over to the middle guy here, which is called the work kettle, and that's where we're actually going to boil to sterilize, concentrate, and also isomerize the hops that we're going to use. Hops are a plant,
okay,
and they add a lot of flavor and bitterness also to the beer.
Okay, so you mash, you boil, and then there's a third step?
Third step is knocking it out, and that's when it comes out to here. Once we knock it out, we knock it into one of our fermentation vessels, and that's when the magic comes. We add the yeast. The yeast can be either a lager yeast or an ale yeast, and that's going to impart flavor, but also turn the sugars into alcohol.
Okay.
And also carbonation.
Okay, and that's the last step is when you do that final carbonation?
We actually will add things after fermentation. It's called dry hopping, or adding adjuncts, or like orange puree, or different types of hops that we add. A lot of the New England IPAs have a lot of hops added afterwards, which adds a really tropical flavor.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're like literally like a baker, but of beer.
Yep. Yep.
So once you have the final step complete, you then comes out of this before it heads to the bar. How does it make its way to the bar?
Well, we're going to can it or keg it.
Okay.
We actually got a canning line, which has really helped us out. It's been a lot of fun to learn how to use it. But we can and keg here, and then once it's in that, we take it to the bar, and that's where we go over here and get to enjoy the final product. All right. So over here is where we're going to have the actual beer poured. Let's grab a glass over here. This is one of my favorites, Uncle Nelson's Pilsner. This is named after my uncle, as well as the hop that's being used.
Oh, perfect. Just ready for our designated testers. Cousin Vinny, please, on us. Cheers. And one, of course, we have to get for Alan, so if we can get one more for my producer, Alan, who I know will enjoy this as well. I'm the driver, of course, today, so I'll let them be the testers.
Cheers. Cheers, Vinny. All right.
Uncle Vinny.
Awesome. Now this place is not just for drinking. We can also play games, huh? And do a little bit of artwork. And what else do you got on what else is on tap?
On tap, we have a number of events that we do monthly. We do a reggae band first Saturday of the month. It's awesome. We have some art that we do, some local art. So we have a service and a company that does sources local artists to do
like exhibits, like art exhibits and stuff right here.
Yeah, we do. So you sign up with them, Canvy, and then it makes high-end prints on canvas of all the art. So there are some local artists and some other artists that are
Makes for
around
great
the world.
gifts.
Yeah.
I can see that you guys love your job. I can't blame you. Go to the job and cheers, right? Do you guys have a favorite?
This one right here, Uncle
Nelson's Pills. Also, our IPAs are top shelf. Stouts are great. We've been in business for about almost 4 years. So great time to open a business for COVID, but we're here and we make awesome beer. That's our slogan. We make awesome beer.
We make awesome beer.
So for awesome beer, 4 City Brewing here in Orange, New Jersey. I'm Lucy Segal for Flavors of New Jersey, and I'll catch you here. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Lucy.
Flavors of New Jersey.
Flavors of
Thanks,
New Jersey.
guys.